Hey everyone, welcome to your free video. So another very active week, a grind higher for most of the week that we had here. And I want to show you this chart. If you're not a member here at Simpler just yet, this is something we take a look at whenever we start getting these types of readings. So just follow these pink boxes. Anytime we're above 135, that's one part of the puzzle. We need that if we are going to continue to play the market bullishly, which has worked out just fine 9 times out of 10. Over the long term, over pretty much the previous year. Anytime that we have the put-call ratio below 0.7, below this 10-period moving average, that is part 2 of the two-piece puzzle. Nasdaq up here, just showing you the correlation of what tends to happen once these signals start to get exactly what we are looking for. Once they get into these areas, above 135 on the skew, below 0.7 on the put-call ratio, below the 10-period moving average, and the Nasdaq has just climbed. If you would have asked me in February if the Nasdaq was going to be at 12,000 or 13,000, I wouldn't have said you're crazy. I just would have said, that's lower probability, but we've just gone straight up. So I remember being in I think it was a taxi from the airport right before a money show in Vegas, and I was like, "Hey, John, I think SPX goes to 3,500." Right? He goes, "Well, and I said, I think it's going to happen. It might happen quick." It did. And we're both kind of going, well, it's been an amazing year. You've had a lot of bullish momentum. You've had a really, a decent amount of stocks coming in here and being, for the majority of September and October, really easy to trade. And that's things like Peloton and Pinterest and Zoom, all that good stuff. Pretty decent charts here. But right now, there's things that are changing. So, Peloton looks pretty solid. I can't buy it here at the 1272 extension, but I tell you what, I'll be looking at it on Monday. I also think that we take a look at Amazon going higher. It has a daily squeeze. It has a little bit more than that too. It has a weekly squeeze as well. Bullish momentum, all that good stuff. Weekly squeeze, look at this. Green to next bars, bouncing off the 21. This is a weekly time frame. And so the question now, relating back to what I was talking about a minute ago, is it crazy to think about revisiting 3,500 in Amazon, 3,600, 3,700, 3,800 going into the new year? I think that's what we're about to get. And it's just an opinion, and all we can do is position size correctly and, not try to lean on predictions or anything and just play higher probability setups, right? So if we do that and we manage our risk, we can grow our P&L in the green zone. And a couple things else. I like Lulu to the long side. Semiconductors, I'm going to give those a break and just look for clean setups on high volume. And specifically, I've really liked trading things that are kind of new. So Virgin Galactic's SPCE, pretty bad week. But this is where you come in and you consider buying it. This is the 50 simple. Nothing really happening on the 4-hour chart or the daily. I mean, that makes sense, right? But overall, I'm looking at more of the same of momentum once we start to get back into previous highs on things like retail. Not so much space, but definitely looking at Zoom, maybe a little bit of Palantir. Palantir had a little bit of a pullback. Down 4.5% today, and that has been a continuation of a pullback this week. So yesterday it got hit a little bit. Here's a daily time frame, and you started out the week a little strong and then just kind of fell apart on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So, interesting how we're going to start the week next week on Monday. I think if we continue to gap up and push up, that Amazon daily squeeze, you want to talk about higher probabilities. What seems probable is that we would start to push significantly higher there. And then those figures that I was talking about don't seem so ridiculous. So super fun stuff. It's been an amazing year. I will see you in the next update.